Hello everybody. Going to make a short video today talking about some coolant that we use here at PFA. And the reason we want to do this, we just want to have a little clarification for folks when they have a question about what they need to put into to the apparatus that they're working on. So this first one here is called extended life coolant, and if you notice it's more red than the one next to it. And the extended life coolant basically goes into our anything with a Cummins engine at this point, the newer apparatus. And what it means is extended life coolant, it's good for 100,000 miles. It's already pre-mixed with water, so you don't have to dilute it. Now, this one here in the middle, it looks kind of pink, purplish. It is a concentrate. This is one we have to add water. So like where we're at right here, we would fill this up the rest way with water and have approximately a 60-40 mix of coolant. And this will go into our American LaFrance units, HME. Typically anything that had the older green coolant, if we have some of those rigs out there still, this will interchange with that. This one over here, the ELC, will not. In fact, these two do not interchange with each other. And this third one over here, this is a coolant that we have for the brush rigs, which would be 12, 8, and 14. And this is specific to the Dodge Cummins engine. We do not want to mix this with anything else, just like these over here. So at this point, what we see when we mix some of these coolants, these two here, we can create leaks. It won't show up right away, but it has a tendency, if it's in the motor itself, it will run for a while and it can start creating leaks. In some cases it could soften hoses. It will create, on the Detroit 60 series, the ones that are not ELC or vice versa, it could cause the water pumps to start leaking, and that's a hard one to find because the hole is on the top of the pump and it takes a while for it to come up around and leak down, and it's an expensive repair. It takes time, and then the vehicle's down for a longer time, but usually when we get in there we may find other issues with it, like thermostats also, that the rubber gets swollen up or the thermostats don't want to open and close properly, cause the vehicle to overheat along those lines. Again, ELC, extended life coolant, these are already pre-mixed, do not have to add water. The concentrate, add water to dilute it, so it's like a 60-40 mix is what we're looking for there. And with this one, you just pour it straight in. I believe it's already pre-mixed too. Actually, this one says a concentrate, so we would have to add some distilled water with that one. Okay, to help with this process, the antifreeze getting mixed up, the coolant, same thing. What we're going to do, we're starting a new program here at the shop. With these bottles that you see here, you can see the different colors. What we're going to do, we're going to be bringing around the ELC and the concentrate. We will have that pre-diluted already, the concentrate. ELC will already be diluted, and we're going to write on the bottles, like for engine 8, engine 12, and say engine 14, whichever coolant that they take, we're going to be specific on these. We're going to put it on here, and we're going to write ELC, or if it's the concentrate that mixes with the older green coolant, if we still have some available. And again, this one's for the Dodge pickups, or the 5500s, type 6s, and those we'll just write on those, that's what they're for also. And so it's going to take a little bit. We just started this with a couple stations, and we want to get this out there so everybody can see the color, that there is a difference, and we want them to understand that if they don't know for sure, if they have a question, please give us a call or a text. Where I live, sending me a text is a lot better, so don't be afraid to get a hold of Toby or Mark or myself if you have a question, or even send us an email, and we'll do our best to answer it as quickly as possible. Again, maybe at 3 o'clock in the morning we might not, but if we have to, whoever we get a hold of, we will take the call and do what we can to inform you of the proper coolant to use.